And we're back. Kelly Jack is back at least. I do apologize for the delays. You will see delays in posting on earlier videos. That was because the dreaded cold I've been fighting most of the fall has come back and knocked me down again. We're still working our way through the despaghettification. This is our next zone to do, which is the mining zone. And it's going to be a doozy. Got most of this cleaned up down to somewhat level. Might eventually pull this all the way over to here, but I don't know. You know, it might also change entirely how I do things. I might go back to doing a rapid dispatch line over. Took a peek at the financials. Financially, this being July 1, that's a great day to do it on. Halfway through the year, looking like at about 1.4 million this year. Not as good as previous years. We are starting to go down. Follow that curve. Our latest peak was when we first took over. I was at 1.74. Current year at 1.741. 1.741. That's not right. Kick that out. There we go. 1.939. After a 175, 175. So the goal is to get it back up all the way to the 175 range. Losing some profitability because of distance traveled with the drive down to the main line. Certain things I may have to go back and see if putting in a cross line here to get across with wood would be a better option. Steel dispatches doing pretty good. Might down the road take this down to a single line if I do that. Haven't touched the Mallowfield knot yet. And also haven't touched a few other spots. We're looking really good at how things are going. Why things are going. This is episode 12. This is the Devil's Tower Fixit map, a game, 1969 start point. I'm Callie Jack. And this is how not to game. Remember that. You may see things here that make sense. You may see things here that you're going to go, yeah, that's definitely not how to do that. So we're going to get started on that next set. Did manage to get previous episode the pull finally of the old 21 S&S. Pulled him out of this area. The only thing I have left is like a marker to take and say, hey, this is where we started. For those tracking caffeination of Jack, my caffeination level is low. It's 2.5 cups, waiting on the first fresh brew pot. Yes, I went into the thermos yesterday, from yesterday, and I did use a thermos yesterday. Cleanups are a little bit better. We've got quite a few. I may want to move a signal down to here from here. I'm not going to do that. This is just a cleanup item to make the system run better. Go ahead and unpause the game because we are functioning now. I've got the bulk of my setups running, and the next thing to do is to eliminate the two back lines and and the two high lines, which is this one and this one. This one's the easiest to take and fix. And I think that right now I'm going to go ahead and do that fix. So, checking that train, I'm pretty certain that's the one that's going the distance right now. Take out that, and that. We're going to leave the rails initially until I get everything down. There we go. And get him forward. There we go. Tie it all back together to keep this as all one station as we go along. Now I can take out this, drop this, back down, bring it down to a surface level station. We're serving from the front anyway. Put back in the platform. And I'm actually thinking, there we go. Yeah. So those there are input platforms, so I'm making them the darker or black hole mode. Our planker's going pretty good, but we need to take and upgrade that planker and get a better train on it and have it haul more planks at a shot, I think. That should help it. As far as the other end, I think I can get away with some cheating on the plank line when I go for it to straighten that one out. All right, so it's time to do this big tie-in here. There we go. So those two lines are now connected into it. We've got crossovers, and I'm going to build a crossover all the way down here. That's going to let me start tying into that guy. Park him there, and now we can take out this guy, knowing that that other train's going to be taking the load initially. He'll come in automatically, finding it, hopefully, to get to his station. Now smooth everything out. Oops. Lower those back down. And we will petition to have the one thing that was destroyed in this map that normally survived, which was the duck pond. And we're going to do it that way. Just put in a pond rather than an actual thing. Now we've got some water in the area. And can start thinking about a few other things to fix up along the way. Next up will be, of course, this stretch here and cleaning him up and getting rid of some of these little guys where we've got some little sections of rail still left from when we cleaned some stuff up. Everything does seem to be running smoothly. to my notices. Problems. 1949, there was an issue with somebody not finding a route. We've had that since, but it hasn't been dealt with. I've dismissed them, so they've taken it that I've dealt with it. We got, of course, the new factory chain for the home market. We've got to start taking and functioning on. All right, close down everything. And it's time to start doing a little bit more cleanup. Below that section of rail, bring him straight across. We don't need this section anymore or that bridge. There's going to be a good savings because we took out a bridge. Clean this guy up. And now it is also time to start considering the rest of the cleanup up here. With everything cleaned up, and the fact that I need to move things, I'm going to move the dispatch in. This because it goes onto this line to get somewhere. Might be a problem. So let's see if that is an issue. There we go. A little bit of a cleanup. Another thing I can do to start saving some money is the depots do cost money. Depots run me 20 bucks a month to hold on to. So that's 2,200 a year. No, 2,400 a year. No, 240. 240 a year. 240. So I might want to take and clean up a couple of depots, but not right away. Part of it will be based upon, where the new dispatches sit, where the new signal junctions are. Next up, I kind of want to do this. Destroy this section, track, take out that guy. There we go. And another gas station at Mallowfield with 9 factor. Okay, this is going to be a big one. Let's go to our lists, take a look at our industries. And that put in a whole bunch new oil wells, 4 oil wells, 3 oil fields, and probably a refinery. Yep, and a refinery. Wow, where did they put it all? Let's take a look at the map, see where it came in at. So, yeah, oil field. They put the refinery right there on us. Ooh. So we're going to have a new refinery chain. Next map, next episode to take and start helping. We've got the home decor place we got to start supporting. It's time to continue to fix it, but also begin that growth that we need to take and start making more money. And as we go along, we're going to fix things. Right now, this is running, so I think I can leave this alone now after I put in a couple signals. put a standard rail signal there that's a one-way there, so that trains can merge on. We got one there, which handles for this so that we don't block the road. And then, because I kind of like a midpoint every once in a while, I'll do a midpoint in case both of these guys get rolling. Shorter episode because most of our cleanup was back here. And we do have this line here to clean up now as well. And I think that's a good thing to do. And then we're going to call this one a vid. Here we go. And we got back a lot of money on some of those because it cost us a lot of money to remove some of those because they were higher speed rails. But the savings long term will start balancing out. Again, going back to that finances. Well, we got money back from the trains last month in June that we sold when we did the move of the place. We're looking good. Got a good trend going, but this month is hurting for op profit. Part of that is new routing and things we're looking for the route in and out now. I'm not showing anybody stuck. That's a good sign. So, I'm Callie Jack. Hope you're having a better day than I'm having. Yes, I am still under the weather. And when you game, try to remember anything you didn't like transit doing, don't do to your transit system.